Birdo to do the a new interview theme and whatnot. With that said, it is a fucking rainy ass cold fucking Friday. This sucks.
Yeah,
this
it
fucking
is.
sucks.
I haven't been outside at all today.
Well, you're not missing much.
Yeah.
I know. I got my window open. I'm listening to it.
Oh, I'm glad you're listening to it because it sucks.
It does.
It looks like it is.
It's
Whatever.
just more rain that's gonna make me have to mow my lawn at some point. Where I'm gonna mow it and I'm gonna find a dead animal in the yard again.
Oh man, you poor baby. I got somebody for that.
I do too. It's called a shovel in a ditch.
No, I mean I got somebody that mows my lawn.
Oh, you got somebody who mows your lawn?
Yeah, I got that. I got a housekeeper. I mean, I'm good to go.
Wait a minute. I haven't even gotten to the intros yet. Look, before we continue, let me do this. Welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. I should have reminded you that, yes, the Easter Bunny called, and he's going to be taking a pontoon boat to your house to hide the Easter eggs. Right, we're fucking going! I'm Tyler. Joining me as always is everyone's favorite Norse god of wisdom, blue ribbon beer, and one hell of a fine beard. It is Dr. Sage. The Chinese worship him. He's got golden statues of him everywhere. It's Bubba. And I need to think of an intro. Let me see. The lovely newest addition to the Best Damn Podcast that everyone can't get enough of. It's Lizzie. There you go.
Hi guys.
We're going to literally drive her nuts, I'm sure. We got a lot of time. We got
I got a steering wheel belt buckle that does that.
We got a lot to talk about tonight, including a possible special guest coming on. I'm just waiting to hear back because the person who suggested the guest, we're waiting to hear from them. We got to ask Dr. Sage, and I can tell you right now, Sage, there's one email in there you're not going to fucking like.
Oh, do I get to snap?
You're going to snap. I don't know if it's a snap coming or what it is. We've also got... And we got a whole lot more coming along, so stick around. This should be a good one. If you're watching the show, like, comment, subscribe, share the show. Watch it on YouTube because Facebook's a bunch of ass-backward virgins who don't know what the fuck they're doing and they're deleting our old shows. But YouTube's been rather nice to us, and for too long, we'll be on Rumble, apparently. If Rob from Weird...
The fuck is Rumble?
Rumble, it's like an alternative. It's like an alternative to YouTube.
It's a new YouTube.
And it's gaining a lot of traction. So, anyways, welcome to the show. Welcome to a miserable fucking rainy motherfucking Friday. This sucks.
We had some thunder here earlier.
Oh yeah.
It was a really super long rumbling one. Like it just kept going and going and going, and it was shaking the whole damn building. Like
I am literally to the point where I'm done with rain. It's rained the past 3 days, and it's supposed to get cold this fucking weekend. It's supposed to get down like the 40s. They're saying, "Fuck that."
Better rain than snow.
Crazy.
Yeah, fuck that shit. It's fucking April. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah, but it should be like
But not this cold.
Not this cold, no.
Not this cold.
Tomorrow is supposed to be a high of 50 with a chance of PM rain. Sunday 53, Monday 55, Tuesday 49.
Are you going
Wednesday, back up to 57? Thursday 65, Friday 68, next Saturday 70, and next Sunday 75.
Are you going off Weather Channel? What you going off of?
Channel 20's weather app.
Channel 20 is a joke when it comes to news.
And actually, the weather app is actually more times better than their actual TV weather.
Yeah, God forbid they get the weather wrong. I mean, that news network is just.
How do you?
You gotta remember, it's Illinois. Weather changes all the time, every single day.
About to
Right,
say,
but
I was
how
going
do
to
you
go.
have the weather from the same channel? What Channel 20 on TV or Channel 20's weather app, and yet their weather it doesn't match up.
Let me tell you something. News Channel 20 is the worst fucking news network in Central Illinois.
Well,
It
you
is.
know that.
It literally is. I would rather, if News Channel 20 had breaking news, aliens are invading to snatch up all of our Nutella, I wouldn't believe it.
Well,
Yeah, you said snatch.
for those
Yeah.
of you who don't know, Channel 20 is the Springfield, Illinois news station.
They want to be.
But the only news that they broadcast is Danville, Champaign, and Decatur. So if you want Springfield news, you have to watch the Decatur channel.
And they're very bad at what they do. WCISS reports more out-of-state news. Yes! They cover everything. They will literally sit there in the morning and be like, what can we rip off of CNN? What can we rip off of MSNBC? What can we rip off of Fox News? Well, okay, we'll rip all this off. That's all they do. Literally all they do.
And treat their employees like shit.
And they treat their employees like shit. It is
Code Red. Code Red.
Well, yeah, look at Joe Crane. This was a guy who literally called them out on the air, got fired, and that whole Skeletor, fake news. They're not even fake news.
Yeah,
they're giving real news. It's just not from here.
They would call a code red when there was a 20% chance of rain.
Let me tell you all something. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell everybody your story. It was 2004, 2005. For the longest time, what's up, Amanda? I see Hollywood's in the chat room too. For the longest time, they were selling that fucking Abraham Lincoln Library. Every night, News Channel 20 had to have one segment about what the fuck arrived at the Abraham Lincoln Library. I didn't care. Abraham Lincoln's condom that he used to bang Mary Todd arrived at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library Museum today, shortly before he was executed by John Wilkes Booth. I don't care. They hyped that museum up for a year and a half, and it got delayed over and over. During that time, the Pope John Paul, died. That's how long it took for the library. We lost the Pope. All right? So, fast forward to the inauguration of this stupid-ass library. They flew in George W. Bush to commemorate the library. He wrote a very nice speech. It was a very nice speech, honestly, I thought. He didn't...
Remember, Barack Obama was at the opening of the Lincoln Library.
That's right. Obama was there at the opening. They literally spent, WICS had to invest millions of dollars that they didn't have into promoting this goddamn library. As they're promoting it, they're doing this huge speech. They got Governor Blagojevich. They got Senator Obama. I think it comes Bush. Halfway through Bush's whole speech, this joke of a news network gets cut off by its main affiliate station, NBC, to announce, hey, we got a new Pope, Post Papas. And literally what you get for the rest of Bush's speech is a back and forth between somebody at WICS hitting the button saying, no. Go back to the presidential library. Go back. And somebody at News Channel or at actual NBC saying, what the fuck are we doing? Go back to the Pope. They got a Pope announced. It's been a few weeks since the Pope died. Go back. 4 months later, they swapped to ABC. Those motherfuckers lost millions on that. And they want to sit there and say, we were the only news network that covered both the christening of the Abraham Lincoln Library and the finding of a new Pope. No, you didn't. You fought with your main affiliate station until you said, fuck it, go split screen. And then 4 months later, you signed a contract with ABC, and now you're ABC News Channel 20, which also ABC has jack shit for TV shows. Oh, dancing with the stars. I don't want to see no star dance. I don't give a fuck.
Well, and here's what happened was Channel 20 originally got bought out by the big corporation. Once
They
they
did.
did that, they started like realizing that a lot of their news people are ones that had been there for years, gotten raises after raises after raises, and were making so much money that what they did was they turned around and they made it to where these people would either quit or they fire them, and then they hired these new people that are right out of school who are willing to work for little bit of money compared to what these people that have been on there for years were making. So now
Yep.
the corporation's saving a bunch of money by hiring a bunch of new people, new, young, fresh people.
And these people don't know shit. The only person who stayed with Sinclair was fucking Gus Gordon, who I don't care what anybody says. That man was, but you could see the bird's nest on that motherfucker. That man was bald as fuck. Yeah, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. And he
Guess Gordon.
barely did the weather correctly. He got fed up. He went, oh, I'm going to start dancing on Broadway. Oh, look at me. I'm not Broadway, the Hoagland Center. Look at me. I'm motherfucking Peter Pan. Nobody wants to see your fat ass spandex. You can barely tell the weather.
And you ever notice how the people on the news, they all have the most perfect hair. There's not one single hair out of place on their fucking head.
Oh, no.
That's why we can no longer find Aquanet in stores. They done bought it all. It's at the studios, bro.
I'm stocking up on Aquanet. Okay, you go on in about 2 hours. Let's reapply your Aquanet. But we just put that on like 20 minutes ago. We need to apply more.
Kermit, no, we do not want to see that.
Nobody wants to see my fat ass in spandex. Shut up, Kermit. And give me back my goddamn boat.
You see, there was a reason in my wrestling career I never wore spandex, and it was always leather pants or my other pants. Fat guys shouldn't be in spandex.
Fat guy. Look, I'll be honest with you. Spandex looks good on a woman. I love
some women.
What's up, Jen? Spandex looks good on a woman. But
some women.
Walmart, some women, because when you go to Walmart,
not the ones at Walmart.
Yep, not the ones at Walmart. The ones who listen to WICS.
God.
Yeah, you gotta, hey, I'm fat, all right, but I don't wear Speedos.
I need a gummy.
Thank God.
It just popped in my fucking head.
If you're
God, it popped in mine too.
Wear clothes that are big and covers up your fucking rolls. Come on now. Like I get shirts that are too big, and that's for a reason. Like
Hollywood says, well, one guy that has been on WGEM, which is WGM is actually good news network, and WICS, which fuck WICS. A few different times, the backstage areas are very small, and yes, the smell of Revlon and Aquanet is very thick. The lights are hotter than the sun itself. Yeah, they'd have to evacuate most of Jacksonville if they saw me in fucking yoga pants. Nobody wants to see that. A woman in yoga pants, hey, love it. Beautiful. Susan got a pair of yoga pants. And
Some women.
I made someone in high school wear yoga pants, and it was a guy.
Lizzie.
You made a guy in high school wear yoga pants. What is wrong with you? How big?
It was funny.
How big
it was funny.
How big was the moose knuckle on that subbitch?
It didn't last long.
Yeah, I wonder why it didn't last long.
He still wore them with gym shorts over it.
Hey, what?
He still wear the yoga pants with gym shorts over it.
Corey says he rocks some Daisy Dukes at the lake.
I'm wearing a pair of yoga pants that say juices. No, you're not, Tim. No.
Oh, Tim, I'm going to follow you around with a camera and walk backwards just so I can see how many people check you out.
I don't want to see Hollywood in yoga pants.
Yeah, that's it.
Get
Best Damn Podcast is going to have a street team now.
Oh my god.
We'll get them for Tyler, and for donations, make them walk downtown.
No, I got a
better.
better idea. We'll just fucking shoot your ass with a paintball gun, call it a day.
Oh yeah, me and Tim go to Walmart. Troy and Tim do Walmart.
What is
This is going to be interesting.
this? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting as shit, man. But no, I can't stand watching local news. I watch WAND, I watch WGM, not
What's
watching
WGEM?
WG. That's Chicago, I think, isn't it?
No, that's WGN. He said WGEM.
I only know.
Well, it might have been a typo.
It might have been a typo. I only know WAND and WGM. That's about it. I am not.
I only watch Good Morning America.
You watch Good Morning America.
Fucking right. It gives me everything I need to know for the day. Everything.
Well,
The
At
fuck
least-
he does. He's asleep like me at that time.
at least you're not watching the fucking View. That's for damn sure.
fuck the View.
I can just stay watching that. Right.
Apparently, this is a video of me walking around with fucking yoga pants on.
I can see
Do
that.
it, Bobby.
Does that say cutie?
It says cutie on it.
You kind of do have a Bobby Hill look to you.
I do not have a Bobby Hill look.
Yes, you does.
You
Have
motherfucker.
it.
There you
Have
go,
it.
Ryan. Ryan's on it.
Tyler's not going to walk around in yoga pants. Tyler would rather get fucking kicked in the nuts than walk around in yoga pants.
Hey, it's for the kids.
Hey, we could arrange that too.
I know you could. Shit.
Hey,
I pissed off
Governor
Chloe.
Will Heights.
I pissed off Chloe earlier. She might be want to do it. What's up, Will Height?
What up? What up?
Good sir. We're talking about Tim, and he's gonna get some yoga pants that says "juicy" on the butt. Walk around Walmart, and I'm gonna follow with a camera and see how many people check his ass out.
Oh, I'm slapping his ass.
Oh, you're gonna show up and slap his ass. Nice.
Hey, as long as you say good game, it's legal. Good game.
Yeah, it's not gay.
It's legal.
So,
Jesus, how long is Amanda gonna be up on that fucking kick? What's up, coworker?
Skeletor's aroused, he says.
I don't know. I don't know who watched last night with our
Skeletor's
interview.
just jealous I ain't slapping his ass. Good game.
Shit.
He'd probably want me to choke him a little bit.
Now,
Hey,
well,
oh
you're not
shit!
supposed. You shouldn't be teasing the listeners. That's not right.
Hey, Skeletor, I'll make you a promise, dude. You ever come to Illinois to visit? I'll choke your ass.
There it is, right there.
So put your ass through a table is what it'll do.
Oh, shit.
We do have a hell of a finisher as maximum destruction, and it could involve a table.
As long as you say no homo, you're good to go. Yeah, I guess.
We almost took out a tag team with that damn finisher because they were assholes anyway, but it's cool.
Oh yeah.
But hey, man, I got a little look. I'm still in my FedEx uniform
Right.
because they say there's no rest for the wicked. Well, those who fucking hustle and get money, there ain't no rest for us either. Because I went. I'm not trying to jump the gun, but I have an opportunity to buy a hotel.
Yeah.
Legit buy a hotel. I'm going for it. I'm not saying
Hang on, Bubba.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna try like hell to get this fucking thing.
Do you
Fuck
want to
yeah.
reveal the hotel, or do you want to wait until later if you get it?
That'll be later. But if you want to pop up that picture of the banquet hall that I just did, maybe some people recognize it, maybe they won't.
Oh, that is it. I should have recognized that. Fuck. I should have recognized that. Yeah. Hang on, let me
But
bring
before
this-
it's all said and done, I will be a millionaire. Sage, when I say something, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's usually gonna happen.
Just before you go buy no hotel, just keep in mind all the headaches that you're gonna have.
No shit, dude.
That's the biggest.
Serious?
That'd be even worse than owning a house and renting it out.
Does anybody recognize that banquet hall?
It's about half of it.
I should have recognized it, but now I do. So
I can't say. I don't know that I've been to that banquet hall, but I think I have.
Well, that's it. Oh, for God's sakes.
Bobby DeWitt.
There's a Bobby DeWitt now, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, it's not the Bel Air, and I would never fucking buy a motel.
No, the Bel Air.
No motel. Hotel. Big difference.
Yeah. Nobody wants to buy the no-tell motel. Jason, have you started ghost walks from it? Yeah, I'm just gonna say this: the day that he logs on with a white mustache, a top hat, and a monocle, you know he bought a hotel. I would really pay. I
may not say nothing, but there might be signs.
He'll pull up to people in his car asking for Grey Poupon.
Oh yeah, see, Amanda knows where it is. Corey, I'm just not gonna say anything. Fine.
No, Corey's dead on.
He is dead on. Yes, if you know what it is, you know what it is. So, and I did send the link to him, so I'm just waiting to see if he responds. So we'll see if he comes on. We may have a guest we're going to interview tonight. So, and we did, I think, just get a moment of Zen, I think. Yeah, we got a moment of Zen.
Oh, I could.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. What's that?
Oh, is that for me?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Illinois State Fair. That's for us, at least. Is that our contract?
That is the final contract.
Nice.
And just so you guys, this is how we fucking play. Payment $0. It means we take care of our shit right away.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
For July 12th, 2025, Wrestling for a Cure. God, they keep upping their price on that son of a bitch.
Skillet. Or no, Bobby DeWitt.
Bobby DeWitt just had the cheese cubes for Tyler. Motherfucker, those cheese cubes are free. They even said. They hit him last time. Oh, what's it saying?
What's what saying?
Oh, I thought you were going to read something off your letter. Sorry.
Oh, no. I'm looking for the approved janitorial information.
I'm gonna fucking ban whoever Bobby DeWitt is. I swear to fucking God.
Now, the funny thing is the approved janitorial list used to be 2 pages long. You notice how it's only 4 now?
Yep.
Oh, it's only 4 fucking things in 1 page.
This is our go-to. If anybody gets rents a building out at the fairgrounds, go with this cleaning crew right here. Elston Cleaning. They are absolutely fantastic. They have taken care of us for every year we've been at the fair, with the exception of season 2. They have worked with us.
Cool.
And the amount of money they have saved us so we could add more and kick it to the total, outstanding. But they also
imagine they have a lot to clean up, because we do a pretty good job cleaning up.
they clean up like a motherfucker, and they love what we do. So they go through there with their machines and they scrub the floor. They don't charge for that because, well, like Sage said, we go all out and get that shit done.
Yeah, basically they would just have to get rid of all the trash. I mean, we have all the trash ready for them to go out and shit like that. So they would just have to, and we sweep. So I guess they would just have to do bathrooms and scrub the floors, basically, and empty the garbage cans.
Well, they still scrub everything to make sure that nothing's left behind, and then they go through the parking lot. But dude, the amount of money they've saved us, we'll take care of our end.
Tyler is the kind of guy that goes to an open house showing and steals the cookies, cheese cubes, and the very warm drinks. Thanks, Tim. Tyler is the kind of guy who eats in front of the homeless. What in the fuck?
Dutchman got a new eye today, or a new glass eye.
The fuck happened to his old glass eye?
He probably lost it when he was wrecking that car. He lost his hook.
The hook that you were supposed to get.
Yeah, my hook, you son of a bitch. He fed it to his dog. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, Tokyo, konnichiwa.
Let's see.
He eats in front of the... Hey, they're not called homeless anymore.
Unhoused.
Yeah,
unhoused. Homeless is offensive.
Yeah, thanks to the Democrats, now it's unhoused.
Oh, my goodness.
The housing deficient.
Housing deficient. There's a lot of those.
But you also got to remember, a lot of people prefer to live that way.
Jen says her mom fed her goldfish to her cat. What the
shit?
Did you owe her money?
Expect to hear.
I'll teach you. Pay back my money.
Pay back the money or the goldfish gets fed to the cat.
You either do these dishes or I'm going to feed your goldfish to the cat.
I've heard of sleeping with the fishes, but damn. Feed you to the cat.
Our Constitution.
Oh, shit.
Dude, ever since we started this fucking renovation upstairs in the living room, which we've got 2 more days, it's going to be Monday and Tuesday, because the guys who are coming to apply all the mud and the paint, they're not coming until Monday and Tuesday. That fucking dog of mine, fucking Charlie.
Fucking Charlie.
Yeah, really? You know how some
Charlie bit me.
You know how some dogs are supposed you know how some dogs are supposed to get violent and aggressive when they're trying to protect their home?
No.
Well, some dogs.
Mine will just try to hump your leg.
Hey, what's up, Cam? Well, you want to know what Charlie's form of aggression is?
Hump your leg?
No.
Licking.
This dog, somebody walks in, dog starts running up, barking and growling, then spins in a circle, takes a shit right in the middle of the living room floor.
My territory. Look, I marked it.
Yeah.
That is biological warfare. He dropped a stink bomb.
This dog, the guy walked in like, hey, I'm here to paint and add the mud. I'm like, great, don't worry about the dog. He's just fine. Dog runs in, barking, growling, does a circle, just stares at him, and just squats and takes a shit.
Hi, Pam.
Yeah, that's biological chemical warfare right there.
The guy literally said, I don't know if it's like aggressive shitting or if I'm scaring the shit out of him. I don't know.
Wow.
I've only had one time where I got so mad I had to end up stopping an argument to go take a shit. Telling him he is the shit here, but yeah, I guess that is his way of telling the shit.
Hey, what's up, Brent?
So I got a question. I got a question for the big wrestling aficionados in the show and in the chat room. Did you guys ever think about wrestling in a church?
You know, surprisingly, that's been done before. More often than you would actually think. I swear to you.
This is bullshit. Who the fuck?
And see, Brent, he says he has or have.
You guys have wrestled in a church.
There's a lot of places. There was even a wrestling company called Holy Cross Pro Wrestling or something like that.
Three Cross.
Yeah. Huh?
Three Cross.
Three Cross Championship
There was
Wrestling?
a group called Three Cross Wrestling.
Yeah.
That came last year in the Rumble for Wrestling for a Cure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay,
Needless to say, we probably won't have them back.
Yeah, a bunch of untrained guys. And they started some shit too, didn't they?
One of their people,
One of their guys get a little handsy with something. Little five-finger.
No, just message someone they shouldn't have messaged.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, okay. And then, Tim mentions there's a company called Destination 6 that started in California and actually moved to, I believe, somewhere here in Illinois, which I don't know why they left California to come to Illinois. Blows my mind.
Okay,
they went from one stupid state to another. I mean,
yeah, that's fact. But they run out of a church.
Okay, well,
granted, I think it's Macomb. Yeah, they're in Macomb now.
Let me ask you guys this. Have you guys ever wrestled in a full Anglican cathedral church, like huge cathedral, like you find in Europe or New York or something like that?
Does this not tell you nothing? We used to wrestle in part of a Catholic school here, which they held church service in this little building. And on top of that, Guy Smith decided to do a helicopter with his dang-a-lang in the parking lot of said church school. Yeah, so there's that.
Well, St. Peter's Anglican Church in Northern
St. Peter's, imagine that.
In Northern England is apparently now hosting wrestling events to try and attract people to be converted because of the fact that they needed money to help with repairs of some of the building. And unfortunately, Great Britain's government's not wanting to pay for any of the repairs. So they're outsourcing their church for a local wrestling promotion that's calling itself Kingdom Come Wrestling.
Well, I've heard worse names.
Yeah, there's been worse names, I'm sure.
And, yeah, I mean...
And so far, it is attracting a huge fucking crowd. There's a lot of people coming to these wrestling shows who are also converting to the church just because of the wrestling show.
Look at Brent. Fundraisers and revivals.
Oh, he going down for a powerbomb. Praise Jesus. Oh. He's off the top rope. Oh, my Lordy. Please bless him as he lands properly.
Oh my God!
I can do it sometimes.
The Undertaker. I don't think that gimmick would go over very well in a church.
Oh Lordy, here comes the man himself. We don't call him the Undertaker. We'll call him Death. You know what?
You would have to have definitely a certain set of rules for wrestling inside of a church. I'm sure cussing would not be allowed. It would have to be very PG.
Somebody goes and cusses in the middle of the ring. The priest runs in with a kendo stick, knocks him in the head.
Oh,
no blood.
Yeah, no blood, no cursing. Man, you would have to walk a really, really fine line in a church.
Oh, you fucking would.
No twisted teeth.
No twisted teeth.
Hey. I'm sure we could get a little twisted.
Unless it was a Catholic church, then you could have all the alcohol there you would.
Oh, yeah, because those Catholics, they can drink.
No shit. Oh, yeah, my Lord.
That's why at the Knights of Columbus, we can allow drinking.
Here comes Monica the Destroyer. We do not approve of her outfit. Someone get her a proper robe. Oh, Jesus is looking down on her in disgrace. I mean, of all the places, I understand the churches like Sage and Wilhite mentioned, but like a huge Gothic. Let me bring up a picture of this place.
I know that one church that Destination 6 uses. It's like got a big like auditorium type deal going on, to where there's like a balcony and everything where people can sit up the top, and it's a really cool looking location.
Good job, Jennifer.
Church where they come in. Yep. I mean, look at this. All the proceeds for this wrestling show are apparently going to help repair the roof on this church. This is like, I guess that's one of the wrestlers or somebody who runs it, I'm guessing.
That's probably the owner of the wrestling company.
It probably is the owner. You're probably right.
Dude, wrestling feds do a lot of fundraising and charity work and events that help out.
That's a small ring, too. That's a 16.
Sometimes just doing this is a wrestling organization that was just helping out. It not necessarily the church being involved. They just came to the church and said, hey, we want to help out. We can do this.
Could you imagine the acoustics in that fucking building? Though?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody bumping in that ring, it would just reverb all over the place in
Probably
there.
about as bad as the fairgrounds there. The Illinois building.
Wrestled at a lot of fairgrounds, a lot of buildings at fairgrounds.
Was that last picture Cooley?
No, last picture was not Cooley.
That last picture, I'm pretty sure, was a chick.
That was a chick.
Yeah,
You need to get your eyes checked.
Yeah, Bubba, I think it's time.
I'm looking at a little not little, but a tablet. I didn't have it zoomed in.
Okay, well, I've got my computer here, and then a big ass TV here, so I've got two different views.
Who was like short in stature, middle of the ring, And
I think that's probably the only way you would get Cooley in a church. I don't know if Cooley goes to church. That's the only way, is if there's a wrestling event in a church.
Oh, look at their I almost called him Squeletor. That's weird. Skeletor. Where my twink?
He's busy getting his life together. The Fed back home used to wrestle in the gym at the National Guard. Now they use the gym at the YMCA. Bo Dallas is from that. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Was that Bo Dallas that I showed a picture of?
That was not Bo Dallas. He's still in the WWE.
That's why there were strict rules, because you could be heard everywhere in the building, very scripted matches, and you couldn't talk during a match.
You couldn't call during your match? That would be rough, because that's the only way I do a match.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you got to have some communication. Like, if Sage is going to pile drive me, he's got to tell me, pile driver, let's go. Okay.
Our body position alone should be able to tell you that, but
old school.
Yeah, but at the same time, I call in a match, but I call quiet. I talk quiet. So, and I know how to call. I'll get you in a headlock or a front face lock, and I'll call to you while I got you down like that. Right. I'm not going to just fucking yell at you across the ring. Hey, get ready to take a pile driver, you dumb son bitch. I'm going to get really nice and close to you and wrench your fucking head a little bit and be like, all right, you're going to whip me off and duck the clothesline. I'm going to kick you in your dick, and then you're going to take a pile driver, bitch.
I think if I was going to take a pile driver, if you're going to yell at me from across the ring, get ready to take a pile driver, bitch, I'm going to be like,
Tyler's running.
Yeah, I'm getting hurt on this one, ain't I? Yep, here we go.
But then again, if you can do a lot of chain wrestling and shit like that, you're always close to your opponent, and that was very key. So that will get you through a match quicker than anything will.
Yeah. Why training was important: hand signals and gestures. Would you got? I got a question for our wrestlers, and I know Brent's a wrestler. Of course, obviously, Sage is a Hall of Famer, legend. Will Height, Hall of Famer, legend.
Thank you.
What's the worst match you guys have been in?
Like worse physically or worse opponents?
Worst opponent who you got in the ring and they couldn't wrestle worth of shit. They were stiff. they couldn't.
Well,
Tim,
wait a minute.
okay.
This is like a multi. This would almost be like a multiverse type question. And what I mean by that is there are those opponents that are absolutely horrible and the worst, but there was a reason we were put in there, and it was kind of just a squash match to beat their ass because they were fucking around and getting people hurt. Then there are those that were just not awful matches, and it could be that you were just off and it should have been better than what you normally could do. So there's many different answers and I don't know, angles to go with on this one.
All right, worst match where your opponent was stiff as hell and you knew they were going to get somebody hurt and they couldn't perform no matter what.
I think you would be better off asking what is the worst match that you hated that you were a part of.
All right, worst match, and Tim, yes, you're in the Hall of Fame. I get it. This goes for you too. Worst match that you were a part of that you hated. Brent has one. MVWA OG Steve B was a disaster. They teamed him with me thinking I could help him, but just couldn't. Worst match Tim given Hollywood ever worked. I worked with a guy in the American Legion building and it was horrible and he took what I gave and he couldn't give back. Oof. Skeletor's worst opponent was apparently last night's interview. Did anybody watch it? The one time we did an interview and he's watching and it broke him. Nina.
Oh, he got broke hard.
He was scary. He was like, I need shrooms for this day. I don't know if he was with withdrawals or what, but
See, like, Nina, she's a badass. Like, she will say whatever.
I don't have a worst where it was necessarily my opponent. And Sage is going to understand this one. It was in Iowa. It was a bar in the middle of nowhere. Great crowd. Casey Jackson was there. Rest in peace, Madman. He was there. But it was me and Mr. Elite. And we were squared up against each other. Now, Mr. Elite he's a damn good wrestler. He still wrestles to this day, Jake Manning. But man, I don't know what it was, but that day we were just both off. It should have flowed. It should have went so much better, but we could not get a fucking rhythm. And it was getting so frustrating, just wasn't feeling it, wasn't having it, to where we actually called to go home and went home early after like 7 minutes. And we were given 15 to 20. But it was to that point where it was like, look, we need to take this home so we don't kill the crowd and ruin it for the next people. So fuck it, just end it. We did end it. When we got to the back, the guy come up and asked us if we were all right. Said no, just wasn't feeling it. I actually gave him back my payday because I know it was not worthy. It wasn't my character. And he said it was okay, but I have higher standard than that. So it was literally, I wasn't mad at my opponent. Just sometimes you have an off night. And the best thing I could have done at that point was just call it so I didn't kill the show for the rest of the guys, because I absolutely hate that.
Okay. Well, are you, Sage? Lizzie, do you ever wrestle, Lizzie, or are you just
No, I didn't. Nope.
I would say mine was probably Chicago, but it was way after Windy City. It was just say somebody called in a favor and I had to go and wrestle this individual. And it was not what I was told it was going to be. And the match sucked. Like, working him was not what I thought it was going to be. Like, I had planned the match out, and was like I had a plan in my head, and I tried to call it to him in the ring. He wasn't listening. I ended up getting stiffed so many times in that match and stomped on. And this dude, okay,
He wasn't
rest in
small.
peace. He wasn't a small man. We all know who he was. It was Gavin.
Okay.
Gavin Alexander.
hmm
And he basically pretty much lied to me and tricked me and get me up there to work him one-on-one, telling me that the match was going to go off to where it was going to be like a double down type deal. But the guy running up there, Big Time, is what his name was. And I had known him since Windy City Pro.
Wait, is this the one where they fucked you over and Gavin got the win?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And as I was saying, I got stiff like 2 or 3 times. So I gave him fucking receipts.
Oh.
And I gave him good fucking rocking receipts to where I knocked him on his ass with every one of those receipts. But one of the times he had me down, he lost his footing and he stomped right on my fucking head.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, to where I had a big ass boot mark right across my face because he was so out of shape and shit. And I was just like, okay, that one's unforgivable. So what did I do? I fucking dotted him again. And the go home was so fucking stupid. He goes, all right, I'm gonna beat you with a spear. And I'm like, what?
Fuck, he can't do a spear.
That's what I said.
He can't run.
That's what I thought.
Jesus.
So whenever he come charging at me, like I took he whipped me into the buckle and I took it as hard as I could right into the chest like Bret Hart used to do. And I come stumbling out. And whenever he came charging at me, slow motion charge, I jumped into it to make it look as devastating as I possibly could. And that's how he got the win over me. But goddamn, I was so pissed off. And then they didn't want to fucking pay me.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That's a kick in the dick.
Yeah.
Jen says, I haven't worked since I was a teenager, but my worst time at work wasn't even about work. It was a guy that I went on a date with that showed up acting like we were in a full-blown relationship. He was trying to get me to tell him when we could meet up again, then got mad that I worked weekends and had to ask to leave. He failed his psych eval for the Navy after that and was shipped home. Well...
But yeah, you know, every single wrestler has one of them horror stories.
How does one fail a psych eval for the Navy? I mean, don't they have to just go there, put some lipstick on, and fucking go, hey?
What is this Give Me the Power challenge Skeletor was talking about?
Isn't that what you was in, Tyler? Was the Navy?
No, I was the Army. And Tim says he can't hear you very good. Tim said I wanted to work.
Can everyone hear me all right?
Yeah.
I can.
Sadly.
Tim asked, who would you love to work but didn't? Rip Mystic. I never got to wrestle Rip Mystic.
Oh, I wrestled him several times. Absolute dream to work.
That is probably the one that I like. There was a match.
We should set that up.
There was a match where this was when Sage and I were feuding, and it was right before Maximum Destruction became a thing. So this called later on, Rip Mystic and Michael Shard were kind of getting into it with PhD in the ring, and Sage went out, took care of Shard. I went out and took care of Rip, but that wasn't really a match. And then we backed into each other and we turned around, and it was after our big series finale of our fight. And that's where I turned around and hit Dempsey when people thought Sage and I were going to go at it again. And that's when I said, Sage, you got 5 minutes. And he got to beat the shit out of Dempsey with a trash can, a kendo stick, and Mom brought a big box of Twinkies, and we were shoving them in the face. Oh, God,
God, it was great.
Yeah, Tim, I know.
Let's see.
He's done, that's for sure. I know. But
Jen says the date itself at the first meeting was him saying, well, I guess I should call home to see if my brother's in jail. That's your...
God damn.
Bubba, why don't you read that one?
Hold on, I got this one.
Okay, you got it. Thank you. Because I'm like...
In the
what?
words of Skeletor, I fucked a girl once whose dick was bigger than mine. Dude, that was a dude. She slammed it in no lube and hurt me. She had a nice ass, but goddamn, she hurt. Yeah, that was a dude. That was a trans testicle, my friend.
It was
I'm glad
a
somebody
favor
else
for a
knows that.
favor who was dating his best friend. I work with Skeletor. You know, he's not wrong. He's not wrong about that.
And I'm sure fucking Rachel's going to say the same. Tokyo Mo's going to say the same.
hey, Dutchman doesn't have a whole lot of room to talk in that situation.
Him and Skeletor fuck with each other pretty equally.
Yeah,
Although there's so much more that Skeletor does to Fred.
Yeah, no shit. Some of the shit Skeletor deserves.
But
He pulls on himself because he fucks with Dutchman too much.
here's what I want to know. Does the things that Skeletor does to Dutchman, does Dutchman actually deserve it or not? That's what I want to know.
Well, one took a shit in the other's bed, and then like Skeletor dumped shit over the stall on him, and
Oh, I forgot about that.
oh my god, there was so much.
All right, so who started the war between Skeletor and Dutchman?
I'm betting it was probably Skeletor.
I can honestly see it as a prank war that started light. It just kept escalating and got to get bigger and bigger. But the problem is Skeletor and Dutchman didn't go, you know what? Let's be smart about this. This is getting too dumb. Like Sage and I, when we started wrestling against each other, it was bigger and bigger and bigger. And then we finally realized, dude, the only way we can top this is if we kill each other. We got to stop. Dutchman and Skeletor are the opposite of that. They ain't figured it out that at some point you got to stop. They're just, one's probably going to slip a pipe bomb in the other's bed and then walk in and say, gotcha, bitch, and it blows up and they're both gone. And as they're going to wherever they're going, they just look at each other and go, that was a good fucking prank.
I think for us, the concrete board was it.
Your fucking idea.
I know it was my idea. It was the dumbest one I'd had thus far.
So Dutchman's basically saying it's Skeletor's fault.
Yeah, apparently Dutchman's saying it started by, I guess, Skeletor shitting in his truck when he was drunk and then threw his eye in the turd. That's how it started. Quick question. This is Skeletor. Do you guys go fishing on the rig? And if so, have you used any part of Dutchman?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
He threw his fucking leg in the water. And then they had to fish it out.
You see, he was like, yes.
The fact that we were able to answer that before he answered should tell you everything.
Timmy, it was it was a concrete board for like underlayment.
Slipped out of my dude. You said you threw it in the fucking ocean.
You came on the show bragging about it.
What he said.
Oh.
And then you fucking stole flares out of a helicopter. And then fucking, what was that dude's fucking name? Fucking
Throw is such a harsh word. He placed it.
Oh, you dropped it over the railing? Is that what you did?
Next thing he's going to say, he was just trying to wash it off.
He bent down and gently laid it on top of the
You
water.
threw it yelling, Kobe!
Oh, shit. That makes sense. That really does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. You know,
Son of a bitch.
I'll tell you what, if you would have yelled Kobe and it would have hit like the lower level of the platform and didn't go in, and it's a huge fucking ocean, I think they would have pulled your card for that. Just saying.
Yeah, you would have definitely got a card pulled. Oh my
God. I forgot all about
Can't believe you yelled Kobe.
I forgot all about him throwing that fucking thing.
Oh! Dude!
I need to highlight that.
Holy shit!
That might be too soon, even though it's really not. But I mean, goddamn.
Damn, bro.
God.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No, because his went boom, and that went splash.
Oh. God, what is wrong with you two?
Holy shit.
I still can't believe it's been over 5 years, though. Just over 5 years.
Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it?
God damn, Skeletor.
If he yelled LeBron, it would
She right.
She's
right.
not wrong. She's not
You're
wrong.
not wrong. Hey, did you see his latest flop?
Oh yeah, he's definitely not the GOAT. That's for goddamn sure.
So,
goat my ass.
I can't remember. It just happened last night or the night before, and he was running to the basket. And he was calling for an alley-oop, and it was against Golden State. And he slams into the back of a player that he didn't see, and he falls over. And he's laying on the court. They go running down the other way. The refs didn't call a foul, and he's still just laying down there. And when you watch it in full speed, yeah, it did catch him off guard, but I don't think it was that hard of a hit. And all the LeBron fans, well, he was blindsided. He didn't see it, so that's why it hurt. Then tell me something. The guy that he ran into had his back to him, never saw it coming, got bumped into, and was perfectly fine when he took it to the back. Wouldn't he been hurt worse than LeBron?
You would think.
Here you go.
Huh.
Here you go. Watch this. I'm going to play it.
Time, he's a pussy.
I'm going to play it without the audio because I think that's how the NBA nails us. But check this.
Look how it says LeBum James.
Now watch this. Here's what he's talking right there. How do you get hurt doing that?
Oh wait, what?
That's it. That's it. And look, he's down, still down. They go down to the other end, and he's down that whole time.
Boy, he a bitch.
He is.
Still down. And he's sitting there slamming his hand. Dude, I'm sorry. And you are saying that you're the fucking GOAT?
Get that number off your goddamn jersey.
If you played in the late 80s, early 90s, Detroit would have whooped your fucking ass. They would have beat you senseless in the House of Pain because they were the bad boys of basketball. There's no way you would have got your fucking points. And you still had to play fucking into your 40s to beat Michael Jordan's points. If you played in this era, you wouldn't even been close, dude. So get the fuck on.
Could you imagine him having to go down the court and play against somebody like Dennis Rodman?
Oh, dude. Rodman would have locked him up.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. You don't hear Jordan fans, having to constantly play up Jordan.
Yeah, no shit.
To LeBron fans. They just, when they hear LeBron fans talking about it, like, no, dude, here's the GOAT. This is it. But yet you always have to hear about LeBron fans talking about why he's so much better. No. And what sucks is I admit the guy is a Hall of Famer. He's got a lot of points. when he came in early on, he played it like a motherfucker. And I get the game has gotten a little softer and it's all about offense and not defense anymore because no one plays defense. But, dude, if he would just stop this flopping shit that he says he doesn't do.
Oh, bullshit.
I would have more fucking respect for him. And you may have an argument. Now, if anyone's going to have a fucking argument that's currently playing, I'm sorry, Curry is going to kick your ass. Give him a few more years. He'll be there.
Yep. Curry's already the fucking leader right now in threes.
It's not
all
even
over
just,
the fucking board.
not even just Rodman. If LeBron had played with Scottie Pippen, who is notorious for having an attitude as well, and apparently him and Rodman got into it multiple fucking times.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Oh, Pippen did not want Rodman on the team.
No, but
Jordan
Pippen
was saying, "Hey, he's going to get us our rebounds. He's worth 30 rebounds. Go get him."
Yep. But it was
Well,
also
you had Rodman back in the day. You had Horace Grant, who was a fucking bully down there.
Who was the one for the Spurs? Who was the one for the Spurs that was really?
Rodman played on the Spurs too.
No, it wasn't Rodman. You had Barkley with the Suns. He had an
Charles
attitude.
Barkley, he was a fucking bull too.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Dude, look, Dennis Rodman, Hall of Famer. Scottie Pippen, Hall of Famer. Now, with that one season where they went 72-10, yes, damn good squad. But for the most part, take away Pippen and Rodman, and Jordan's played with some good players, but look at all the motherfuckers that LeBron has had that's played with him. He's been on super teams. Are you fucking serious? That's why you're been good and been up there? Oh shit, Dutchman's late.
Oh, what the fuck?
By the way, Kevin Garnett was the one I was thinking about. He was fucking aggressive.
Yeah.
He was aggressive.
LeBron in French means bitch.
LeBron, dude, I haven't cared for LeBron ever since he went off. Did I yet him? What? Yet him? I don't know. I haven't cared for LeBron ever since he went off on his team back in 2020 for his fuck up. They got kicked out of playoffs. He went in the locker room, yelled at every single member of his team, including the coach, for his fuck up.
Oh yeah.
That's why I lost all respect for the man. It was like
he's a bitch.
I'm actually curious. Lizzie, what? Someone noticed. There's some static or something. Hang on. It's from Lizzie. Do you have us on the TV or something, or?
No, I have my headphones.
Oh, that's weird. What sports do you like, Lizzie?
I don't like sports.
Oh, I gotta fix this. There we go. You don't like sports?
No.
You don't like? Okay, I know you don't like wrestling. You don't like UFC or anything like that?
Nope, nothing. I think it's pointless.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Okay, I think sports are pointless.
It's point.
Yeah, how about them Cardinals?
Yeah, fuck.
The
I
Cardinals
don't
have been having.
watch sports. Trust me. My family is a big sports on both sides, so I know everything about sports. But I don't find them very interesting. I don't.
Not even badminton.
No. I'll watch
She comes to my shows.
but that's about it. That's about it. I don't follow anything. I don't like
So
any
what?
teams.
What do you
don't like
like?
sports.
What if we
then?
gave you cocaine?
Skeletor!
Skeletors will be there next month.
You're not using it right. You're not using it right now. So You don't like sports. So what do you do for fun?
I don't know. I
Smoke
go out. I
weed.
actually enjoy hanging out with people face to face. I don't like. I don't know. Simple things, I guess. I don't
Simple
like
things.
sports. I never like sports.
Hanging out, drinking beer.
Yeah, playing video games when I want to.
Hey, wait. Do you play beer pong?
Yeah, I can play beer pong.
Okay.
That's a sport.
All right. That's.
Oh my god! But I don't. No. Like it's only one parties, and I only do it occasionally, so it's not considered a sport.
Okay, so
Friendly competition.
Hey, is bonfire a sport? Because I think she'd be pretty good at bonfire.
Well, depends on how far you can throw me.
Challenge accepted.
Oh shit!
If you could bet on it, it's a sport.
Yep. Technically.
So anything is a sport then. So a food competition, if you got on a certain person, that's a sport.
Yeah, I think it's Lizzie.
Technically speaking, it's competitive.
I think it's Lizzie's headset. Yeah, so if you could bet on, like, for example, who's going to win the presidential election, that's technically a sport.
Technically, yeah. Anything you can bet on. So gambling's a sport.
Gambling is so you gamble.
No, I would only a couple of times. But no, I really don't do much.
But you can bet on anything.
You could probably bet on how many times me and Bubba's going to get into it about the Cardinals and the Cubs. I mean,
you can bet on snail fucking if you wanted. I mean,
I'll give you this.
no one would. I'm just saying you could.
Since I've been around family my entire life who like sports. It's I will watch the Super Bowl.
You'll watch the Super Bowl.
One time a year, I'll watch.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, but like I was forced to watch it as a child though because
Do me a favor, please, Lizzie. Could you remove your headset from the phones? I think that's what the feedback is. We keep getting on your end.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah, I'll mute yourself in the meantime. It's been growing. I don't know what it was. I barely noticed it at first, but now it's like it's.
I wonder if the battery's going dead on her headset.
Is it one of those wireless ones?
I think it is.
That's probably what it is. I don't like NASCAR, but I watched the Daytona. I don't like NASCAR.
And Tyler, right now, I actually feel sorry for the Cardinals.
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm being straight up legit. I feel sorry. They've been having the record low attendances where they're just getting like.
Where are you getting these facts from? Let's go. Where are you getting these facts?
It's all over the sports things on Facebook.
So they got a record low attendance, but yet the Cubs have played 10 games, only won 6, and got their asses beat in 4, and the Cubs still smell like piss. Shut up. If you ain't got the facts to back
Bubba, you're
up,
so fucking full of shit. They're undefeated spring training. They're fucking great. They're going to the World Series, baby. How'd they open up the season? Get the fuck out of here.
He's not wrong.
Is that better?
They're doing really good right now.
Much better.
They're doing really good. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
6-4.
Hey, I want to leave for a second and come back because my end is like a little low. So
okay.
let me turn back. Okay.
Alrighty.
6-4. You sure they're doing really good?
What place are we in?
They're in first, but they have
in the NL Central. You fuck.
Hey, that's what matters. That's what matters.
You are such a fanboy. It don't matter what place they're in. You're still going to sit there. This is why people don't take Cubs fans seriously. This is why people don't take Cubs fans seriously. You just
Cubs
want
suck,
them
by the way.
to lose.
You gotta believe in your team.
When's
Yeah.
do we really want to go here? When's the last time? How many World Series has the Cubs won? How many World Series has the Cubs won? All right, let's hear it. How many?
Yeah.
How
Hey,
many? How
we
many?
won it. We won it, though.
How many? How many?
We won it, though.
Let's hear the number. Let's hear a
When's the
number.
last time for the Cardinals? It's been a
Oh, the
while.
Cardinals, I can tell you it's been a while, but I can also tell you right now, the Cardinals have won more fucking World Series than the Cubs have with a clean bathroom. So, no, you're not working on that one. Their bathrooms, still, they won a World Series, got $1 million, boost, and the bathrooms still smell like straight up piss.
That's
How about
why I
them
don't like
Yankees?
going- That's why I don't like going to Busch Stadium, especially on a hot summer day. All you smell is like the smell of garbage,
Are you
and you smell
seriously?
sweaty ass and stale beer.
Is he seriously taking the same arguments that every motherfucker has with Wrigley Field and trying
No,
to...
I've been to both. Wrigley
Oh.
Field is not like that, and it's because Wrigley Field is a lot more open, and
It's not open. It's the smallest
that-
fucking stadium.
the wind blows that smell out of there. If it's more open, Busch Stadium is more closed. Yeah, it don't have a roof, but it's more closed in.
You'll still
It
piss
has
in
that
piss
thing.
troughs.
Thank you. They still have the horse trots from 1903.
Well, yeah, it's an old stadium.
It's an old stadium that, it's an old stadium. It should be a landmark, but still, fucking
Amanda-
bathrooms.
Them troughs-
Amanda, the Cubs just won the World Series in 2016.
Ooh.
Was it
The-
16? I thought it was 18 when they won.
No,
Hang
it
on.
was
No, I thought it was 16.
Oh, it was
It was
16?
16.
Okay.
It's gotta be
Oh.
16.
Same
So,
year Trump first got into office.
Let's count the Cubs World Series. I'll give you 3. Still got plenty. Got fingers left. Let's count the Cardinals. Fuck, let me get a fucking toe up there.
Here, I'll help you. There's another one.
But see, that's what it is. Cardinal fans always say, go that the whole history when we're talking about this season.
Well, how'd you guys do last season? Yes, the Cardinals sucked last year, but what good old fashioned September
Oh, here you
tradition
go.
happened?
What did
Yeah,
the Cardinals do this
They
offseason?
blew it. They
Jack
blew it
shit,
by
and
one
they're
game.
right fucking behind you. Whoa!
They
What
blew
the
it by
fuck?
one game.
What does the Cubs do every September? That good old tradition. I'll give you a hint.
Dutchman has more limbs than Cubs World Series.
God damn.
That one's good.
How about
that one's good.
How-
Yeah.
How about them Yankees?
Fuck the Yankees.
With their torpedo bats?
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
They're not the only teams using those, though. There's other teams using them.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
But at first it was just them.
Yeah, but they've been
I think
practicing
even-
with them the whole fucking time, and that's why they hit so many home runs on that one fucking
So-
game.
The first one that I saw, I couldn't help but think of the mortar attacks where you just had the grenades that you were dropping in the tube. That's all I was thinking about when I see
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, that and they look like the old fucking grenades from like World War II.
yeah, like
the
World War
ones you
One,
just
like the old
fucking-
shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, you turned them and you just fucking lobbed them. I was like, God damn, that looks like if you cut it off just at the right fucking part, you can lob that grenade.
To be fair, Jerome has more kids than most teams have World Series. I can't even put that one just on the Cubs.
And the other day during the game, it was like the 8th inning. They had to stop the game, and all the umpires were gathered together in the field talking, and I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Next thing you know, you see the Bat Boy reached up in the air and grabbed a drone out of the air.
Where was this at?
They
Oh,
were
that
in
was
Sacramento when they were playing the A's.
yeah, Sacramento. Yeah.
When they stomped the shit out of it.
So Sacramento now has a drone Bat Boy, technically.
No,
No,
there was
no,
someone
no.
from outside the stadium that had a drone and had been flying it over the stadium, but it went
Get
down.
the drone so that way he could get it, and then because someone was flying a drone over the field of play.
Technically, that's illegal to do, isn't it? To fly a drone over a sports stadium or something like that.
Probably.
Probably.
I would
But
imagine so.
The Bat Boy
'Cause, like,
grabbed the.
Technically, if you had a camera on that, you'd be watching the game for free. So
Well, yeah, but also you don't know what that drone's there for. It could be, just a civilian drone trying, like what you said, or it could be somebody trying to do something devious. We don't know that.
It's
True.
in California. They got
It was
liberal laws, so it probably doesn't exist.
He grabs the drone
It was
obviously from the
civilian.
bottom,
Uh
and then he holds it out in front of him, because the propellers are still all going. And then one of the other umpire or some other employee comes over and grabs it from him, but they did it like carefully so they didn't get hit by the propellers. And that guy's walking off with
They're
it,
only
with-
plastic
holding it
propellers.
out.
Fucking pussy.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Still cut
they-
the fuck out of you.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Especially
that's
good-
whenever you just fucking toss that bitch on the ground and be like, fuck you.
That's why it would have
I
been
don't know.
awesome if someone was on, like whoever was on deck would have walked over with a bat and just bashed shit out of it.
I don't know what they
Well,
did
it
with
was way out in the infield.
Let's see.
But
they took
it was a player. It was a player that grabbed it.
No,
I'm trying
I
to
think it
see.
was a Bat Boy.
I'm trying to see if there's actual footage of the drone getting caught.
I saw it on footage. I think it was on TikTok that I saw it.
It's Sacramento. That's the A's, right?
Yeah.
for the next couple years.
Yeah, until they decide
Until
to
they
fucking
moved to
move.
Vegas.
A's
And
drone.
The Cubs swept them, and they weren't
Ooh,
playing.
They swept
A's
the
weren't-
fucking A's.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Holy
They
shit.
weren't playing very good, and the people in the stands started yelling, "Sell the team, sell the team." And
So you're proud the Cubs beat the A's.
Yep. I'll take a win's a
Ooh.
win. I'll take it.
That's like saying that we're better than a certain podcast. Hi, TJ.
Whoa! Shots fired.
I do have the video
He
of the.
went there.
I did. Yeah. Well, shit. All right. Here's the video. I want to see this because I haven't heard this, but
Out talking to the home plate umpire in Adrian Johnson. They're looking out towards left field and trying to determine something got onto the field, if there's a light still on.
Now, see, why would you even fuck with that? This is the best entertainment the fans got.
That we saw earlier when we were highlighting the folks from the
Hey, nice shoulder pads.
dude, that guy's got some jack shoulder. He's supposed to be a home plate umpire.
He's the home plate umpire.
Yeah.
I think we've got a airspace invader.
Well, if it's low enough to grab, it's low enough to get in the way of the game, too.
This gets resolved. All the players.
Oh, there it is.
That's the bat boy.
Actually, what we see is right above.
Knock it.
Give me this
Get
motherfucker.
it.
Stewie Thalbum to the rescue. Do it, Stu. Stu says, "Watch your fingers."
Like, I got it, motherfucker. Leave me alone. I got it.
Put a towel on that. You're gonna be pulling back some bloody stumps. Let's do.
Yeah, he broke one with his bat.
Watch
Yep.
your lips, Stu. Goodness.
Just break the fucking thing. There you go.
See,
Damn.
right. Hang on a minute.
So he hit
Right
it in
there.
the first
Right
place.
there. He should have fucking just clobbered that motherfucker. Wow.
When I was actually watching the game, and the announcers And
Whoa,
I don't
you were
know
watching
who
the Cubs
announced
game?
it was. Yeah. And it was the guy. The announcer was calling it Space Invaders because he actually said he's like, that's none of us do it with that drone.
Well, I think
The
it's
Congress is going to have to step in with the drones and say, "Hey, look,"
bareback.
or the state, like, you can fly these in specific areas. You can't go beyond a certain spot. Because the only law that I know is you can't fly it into the restricted airspace of airports.
Yeah, and well, whenever you buy a drone, you have to register the goddamn thing with the government anyway.
Supposed to.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to.
That don't mean everyone's doing it.
Of course not.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody is actually doing that, but you're supposed to.
When did the state of Illinois or the United States actually follow what people say? You
I
never
don't
know.
know.
People,
It's kind of like the whole gun registration thing. You're supposed to do that, but I mean, who does that?
well, they can come after you for
Guns.
that.
I don't have any guns.
Yeah, I don't have any either.
I told you about my tragic accident, didn't I?
I don't have any guns either.
I was cleaning all my guns, and it says to clean it in a well-ventilated area. So I was in a boat in the middle of the lake, well-ventilated, and fucking capsized. It's some bullshit. Lost all my guns. So damn
I know.
frustrating.
Fucking sucks. They all sank to the bottom. That's why you should have had the new and improved gun floaties.
Right? Don't
Is that
have
actually a thing?
Let me see
you
here.
always got to protect your shit.
I just have airsoft guns, so I mean, but there's a couple you don't want to play with. I'll tell you that right now.
That bitch always trying to one up your show. He a bitch.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Huh.
I mean, you must be talking about the Sacramento A's. It's illegal to fly a drone. Sports Arena. Let's see. Yes, it is illegal to fly drones or other unmanned aerial systems within a 3 nautical mile radius of a stadium with the capacity of 30,000 or more during major sporting events, including NFL, MLB, NCAA Division, NASCAR, NHRA, monster truck races. Wow, they cover everything on this one. Hockey and the NBA. It is illegal, so that drone should not have been there. So whoever thinks that.
Well, I mean, it was a Cubs and Oakland A's game. There was not 30,000 people there.
But it can hold 30,000.
I think
That doesn't say.
Oh, hang on. Let me
Just because it can hold 30,000 doesn't mean there was 30,000 there.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll bring it up. It is illegal with a seating capacity of 30,000 or more. So,
okay.
Just 30,000 or more, it has to be the seating capacity. So, in a sense, it's as long as it's pretty much almost any stadium, with the exception of maybe a small high school.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you one team that's sucking really bad right now. We could all agree on this. Fucking Pittsburgh again.
Yeah, them Steelers really suck.
The Pittsburgh Pirates.
Fuck.
Believe it or not, the Padres were undefeated until tonight. Cubs beat them.
Let's see. Oh, the Cubs beat the Padres. You gotta remember too, it's also early in the season, dude. We're only a few weeks in.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm gonna raise my hand and be like, hey, I don't give two shits on a fuck about baseball.
I'm just saying what they're doing now, and that Kyle Tucker has had 4 games with each with the home run in a row.
Who the fuck is Kyle Tucker?
A bitch.
That new guy the Cubs got this year.
How about the St. Louis Blues and their 11 victories in a row?
No shit. How about we'll get back to baseball real quick. How about the Braves with literally 0 this year? They literally won 0 games this year, and they've lost 7.
Serious?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll show you real quick. I'm looking at the fucking standings right now because I don't think the Cardinals played today, honestly. I think they might have. Look at that. Braves 0-7.
Did not see
Sell the team. Sell the team.
Just quit. Just quit, man.
Dude,
Mets spent all that money and they're 4-3. It's still early, but
It's so early.
oh
yeah.
look, the Dodgers with their fucking $1 billion payroll, 8-1. Holy fuck, you sons of bitches.
The Dodgers right now are first place National West. Yeah.
Like I said, they got $1 billion fucking payroll. Actually, I think it's like 300 million, but that's fucking ridiculous. Like, isn't Tampa Bay's payroll like $50 million?
I think it is. Yeah. Oh well. So the Blues are undefeated by 11 games.
They're not undefeated. They've won 11 straight.
Oh, they've won 11 straight. What am I thinking? I'm too stupid right now.
They're on a winning streak.
When does the hockey season end? That's what, a couple weeks from now?
Soon.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll carry that.
Hey, so since I know sports isn't a big deal to at least 2 people here, what do y'all think?
I do like some
Mandela?
sports. I like college.
What do y'all think about the Mandela effect? And the reason I bring this up is because the latest thing that I've noticed is they say that Richard Simmons doesn't wear a headband. I remember this motherfucker wearing headbands.
Yeah, I've seen this one before. And, that motherfucker did wear a headband to sweat to the oldies and all that shit.
The outfit that for Halloween has a fucking headband. I sent the video in the group chat, Tyler. You can share it.
Let me grab that real quick.
I can't remember now.
I'm pretty sure.
He totally wore a headband.
His hair was just like all over the place, though.
Yeah, but he had a large ass forehead. You saw the headband.
Yeah.
He did.
He had a headband and all of his old VHS tapes and all that shit.
So
whenever they made the Halloween costume back in the day.
So there's the theory that we're in multiple universes that end up coming together because one clashes or goes away. And that's why you have this Mandela effect. So the older generation specifically remembers it, but yet it's not there. And go ahead and play it.
It's because of CERN.
Stop. What do you think they did? Like, went through the whole internet and scrubbed every photo of Richard Simmons ever wearing a headband? That's crazy. Okay, but what if we Google people who have dressed up like Richard Simmons for Halloween?
All of them have headbands.
What if we try to buy a Richard Simmons costume now?
But no headband.
What? Why? Why are they rewriting our history? Richard Simmons never wore a headband.
All right, so who here all remembers him having a headband?
I remember him having a headband.
I remember it, yeah. I remember it. Bubba, you don't remember him having a headband?
I don't.
He was too fucking high to remember shit.
That could be true.
See?
Could be true.
See, it's got to be because of the fucking CERN bullshit and firing up that fucking accelerator.
Yeah, that's where I'm at first.
They did it once in 2012, and then they just did it not too long ago. Also,
what was it, like 2020? I think it was. It felt like it.
No, before that too. Because this is where at first it was like, it may be funny, and it's like the movie Shazam was Sinbad. I remember that movie, but yet we're told it didn't exist. And it's like, Yeah, he was a fucking genie. And they're like, no. And Bernstein Bears and Bearstein Bears. There's that
Exactly.
fucking difference. And there's so many other ones. But this latest one that come up, and it was like,
The Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia.
yeah,
Yeah!
I
Exactly.
remember the cornucopia. And they're like,
I do
never
too.
happened. What do you mean never happened?
I just want to point out real quick. Tokyo Mo's asking who's Richard Simmons, and Rachel responded, "A white Jerome Moke."
Wait a minute. Is it really? Is there a comparison there? Is that why Jerome doesn't want to come on the show?
Jerome looks like Richard Simmons?
Oh.
Or does he act like Richard Simmons?
Just a little darker.
He's a little Southern fried.
Skeletor, is this true? What Rachel is saying? That you're similar to Richard Simmons?
Richard Simmons with a dark tan.
Oh my God!
We are not going any further than that. We done with that.
What the fuck?
What was the other one I heard the other day about the Mandela effect?
Whoa, wait a minute. So here's one, and I never heard this one. Many people incorrectly recall Darth Vader's Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, this is it.
That's what I remember. But according to this, the actual line is, no, I am your father.
Yeah,
No.
I thought it's always been
No.
Luke, I am your father, because Luke flips out saying, Obi-Wan told me about you. You killed my father. He goes, no, Luke, I am your father, and that's where it set off.
Yeah, and that's what he says in the original VHS release, and the one they used to show on TV all the time back in the fucking early '90s and late '80s. It would say, "No, Luke, I am your father."
Lizzie, are you big into this paranormal shit?
I'm sorry?
Are you big into this paranormal stuff?
Yes.
Okay, there, we have something.
All right, so how about this? The Monopoly dude. That you brought this up earlier.
I remember that one. I remember. Yes, exactly.
Monocle.
Monocle.
Even Tyler's like, look, if you come on here with a white beard and a monocle, but according to this, he doesn't have a monocle.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
No. He's got a
No.
monocle.
I remember that as a monocle. I remember. Monopoly.
Now,
they had it on the box.
Here's another one that I am very adamant arguing about. The movie Risky Business with Tom Cruise. When he slides across the floor and is dancing.
Right there, monocle.
That's part of the Mandela effect where they're saying monocle and no monocle.
Exactly.
So, Risky Business. Cruise dancing in sunglasses. But, according to this, he wasn't wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
No, he was totally wearing sunglasses.
Exactly. So, there's your other one. And then some people remember Ricky Ricardo saying, Lucy, you've got some splaining to do. But he didn't.
And he did. Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And Jif Peanut Butter, J-I-F. But everyone remembers it as Jiffy, J-I-F-F-Y.
Yes, exactly. I remember that one.
Yeah.
So these are mind-blowing because when I see this, like, I know for a fact, and it has the Shazam in here. But you go and look it up, and you can't fucking find it.
No, all you find for Shazam is the movie Kazam with Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like, no. I remember that one too, but there was Shazam before there was Kazam.
Yeah.
And Sinbad was in that motherfucker.
They got 55 Mandela effect examples.
Ooh.
And I just went over the ones that are
the name of it, Mandela, is one of the effects because I remember him dying in prison in the 80s.
Yep, I did too.
See,
And
y'all,
all of
the
a sudden, the
Skeletor
motherfucker
does
gets out of
shrooms.
prison.
Succeeded shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember him dying in prison. I
They
remember being
broke
called Berenstain. I remember called Berenstain. I remember the movie Shazam with fucking Sinbad.
I do too.
I saw it advertised.
Oh, hold on. Skeletor, no, you wrong about that. Luke just in denial his daddy black. No. His daddy's voice was black. The guy under the mask was totally white.
Yeah, it's a robot suit. He can't help it if the armor is black.
Yeah. But the guy under the mask was white. It was just James Earl Jones doing the voice.
Yep.
That's another Mandela effect. How do you know? It's the future. The Force could be strong in that one.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, do we want to get some Ask Dr. Sage?
Calling Dr. Sage.
Okay.
He said that
Yeah,
like,
I
guess.
All
want to
right.
hear this.
Do you want to hear?
Yeah. You said you have one that might piss me off. So
Yeah, I got one that's probably going to piss you off. Do you want your normal music, or do you want just any type of music?
surprise a guy.
Surprise a guy.
Just keep the music low.
Yeah, don't rupture my eardrums.
Bubba, I have to ask, did you write this email? Because you were kind of rubbing your hands together like you're just excited.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
All right, here we go.
This is some of my favorite parts.
Time for Ask
Especially when
Dr.
they
Sage.
piss Sage off, because I like when Sage goes off on them.
Time for Ask Dr. Sage, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment of the week where we read your emails. Now we have to certify that the doctor is not certified yet, but he's working on it once he gets 3 more proofs of purchase from the Kellogg's box.
He's certified by us.
That's not how that works.
Here's how here's how it does work.
Hold up. It's bullshit. He is certified. The goddamn Mandela effect by the government fucking wiped it away. You sons of bitches.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Got your back, bro.
Because I remember a PhD after your name, and now it's not there.
Here's how it works. You send your emails in. You can ask whatever you want. You can ask about financial, emotional, physical, mental health, and the doctor will answer your questions as promptly and as good as possible, and will leave your name as best as we can, unless you're Rachel's fucking boyfriend. Sage, are you ready for your first question?
Yes.
Put the PhD in there. All right. First question.
Shit is back.
First question. Here you go. Dr. Sage, I really do enjoy listening to your show, but I must put my foot down and tell you something. I had great respect for you. Yeah, this is the one that's going to piss you off, and I think it might piss off Will Height. And
we're going to start. We're going to start off with that.
We're going to start with a bad one. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple bad ones. This is the one that's really going to piss you off. It might piss you or Tim or Will Height off, but I have to argue, and I have to say this. How can you be a fan of wrestling, let alone a wrestler in particular? You seem more like the kind of person who'd be right at home catching butterflies and watching the birds. Wrestling is too barbaric. Also, it's a huge testosterone drive to try and see who has the smallest penis. Which we all know you do because you're a fucking whore. Signed, Pencilhead. There you go.
Bitch. Yes, motherfucker.
This motherfucker came back.
Pencilhead.
Back.
He's back.
Oh.
He's been gone for like a month or so.
Well, when I first read it, it started out
Pencilhead.
normal, and then I'm like, oh, this guy's going 0 to motherfucker real fast.
That's not your dick, you little bitch.
Oh. Pencilhead, you stupid son of a bitch. Welcome back. Welcome back to your worst fucking nightmare.
You fucking pussy.
Oh. You fucking piece of shit. You 27-year-old piece of shit.
Living in your mama's basement.
Is that right?
With no
27.
girlfriend.
No. I don't know if that was like. Sound the death bell. Oh, Pencilhead. You come out swinging at me, but hey, didn't I fucking help your girlfriend break up with you? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I helped her break up with you because she found out you were completely fucking worthless. And you'd rather play video games all fucking day and play with your fucking little dick.
You limp dick
And
bastard.
you want to come at me about the wrestling thing and say that it's just a male testosterone driven type of sport and this and that, and say that we all have little fucking dicks. Motherfucker, I can smack you in the face with my cock from across the room and then hit your girlfriend on the back of the head. Oh, wait, you don't have a girlfriend. That's right.
No, his
On
girlfriend's
the
a
way
blue.
back. Oh, maybe a blow-up doll. Now, you probably had to go and get a blow-up doll since you were single.
She not only left, she's batting for the other team now.
Yeah, and she did. God damn, you were so bad that she fucking went lesbian.
Oh, yes, she did.
She probably got more action
God
with
damn.
being lesbian than him.
God damn, that was, yeah. You were so bad to her, she fucking started playing for the other fucking team, you fucking mook. and yet you decided to come back on this show and try to attack me once again with your little bit of fucking intelligence, which is dwindling more and fucking more. Do you not know when enough is enough? Or do you enjoy coming on here and getting fucking roasted like the little fucking dumbass that you are?
It's the only pleasure he gets.
I think, you know what? She might be right. You might use this as your fucking jerk off lube whenever you're crying into your fucking mitt. Whenever you're fucking, he was right.
He's so damn desperate. He's the type of motherfucker that really does put peanut butter on his dick just to get his dog to play from satisfaction.
I knew someone who did that. Trust me.
What's his name? Pencil Dick?
No. It was so long ago, but he's like, oh, let me do it. And he actually did it.
That's fucked up.
It is.
That's fucked up. But yeah, pencil dick, pencil head. You need to learn to stay in your own lane because you are definitely not meant to ride the highway with me, bud. Definitely not. Don't come on here trying to fucking battle a destroyer whenever you're just a little tiny rowboat. Okay, bud? Okay? Get on somebody else's level first before you try to step up. You're a piece of shit. Now go fucking deflate your blow-up doll and I don't know, maybe spend some of your parents' money on one of those new sex dolls that are robotic or something.
The new
that's
AI
the only
doll.
loving you getting from now on. You fucking worthless chump. Toodles. Get out of my inbox, you bitch.
I do not know what Mo said, and Miss Chloe, we'll come back to that here in a little bit.
Hey,
peanut
Pencil
butter,
Dick.
what
Pencil Dick, go ahead. Come on to the highway. Don't want to get copyrighted.
Here's one right in the chat. Dr. Sage, I recently came by a picture of my wife in a bathtub. Should I share this picture with people? Signed a listener. I wonder what
We say
listener-
yes.
I say yes.
I think that's pretty unanimous.
I'm Jason Wells, and I recommend this.
I'm Sage Ramsey. And
Fucking Skeletor. Oh shit! Wait,
Maxine was about to orgasm and said, "Stop, because we need to hear this slaughter." Holy shit!
All right, here is your next question.
I want to know what the fuck Mo said. Holy bejeebus! She's got to stop coming in here and saying shit in Japanese.
Yeah, Mo. Look, part of us can barely speak English, so you gotta,
That would be Tyler.
Yeah.
Who's
All right, next
translating it?
Dr. Sage, it is good to see a new face on the show, let alone somebody who's female. Seriously, I was starting to wonder what this show was like. Now, can we still please trade Bubba for another female? Side Bushmaster.
Oh, Bushmaster's back.
Apparently Bushmaster's back too, yeah.
God damn, Bubba, what'd you do to fucking piss off a Bushmaster?
I don't know.
That's the weird thing is we get emails from Bushmaster, but we never have somebody named Bushmaster in the chat.
Like I'm nice. I am nice to everybody. I mean, except for Tyler.
Tyler, are you Bushmaster?
Tyler.
I'm not Bushmaster, no. I'll just say it to his face. I don't.
Are
need
you
to hide
Muff
it
Diver?
either. I can be if she's here. All right, you ready for
Hey,
your next?
Don, we're waiting on those pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your next question?
Yeah, I said yeah
Right.
like 3 times.
There you go. Dr.
Fucking mooch.
Sage, I'm hosting Easter this year for the family, and I need something good to cook out on the grill with. I'm feeding about 7 people, and most of them children, of course. Mostly my grandparents, and I'm also feeding. That's a weird number. Then your number's completely off. Then, but I need something good to cook on the grill. I can't decide between either fish or should I cook some spare barbecue ribs. Dr. Sage, what would you recommend to feed the family for Easter feast? That is signed a listener.
Okay, you've got a lot of kids there, so kids are really picky and they're assholes. So hot dogs all the way for the kids.
I would say hot dogs. Good choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot dogs are simple and easy for kids. For the family, fish really doesn't sound that great on the grill for Easter.
Could do chicken.
And if you're gonna do, you could do chicken. Depends on what kind of grill you have. I have a flat top. Chickens, unless they're chicken patties or something like that, it's not so great on a flat top. But a regular open charcoal, you can do chicken wings, all that. Otherwise, I would suggest fucking just calling it and fucking going burgers, brats, that kind of shit, because you can buy that shit in bulk.
Yep.
And feed a fucking army.
Smoked sausages.
So,
Smoked sausage.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, brats are sausages and burgers, because you could cook all that shit up quick as shit. But if you want something special, get the bone-in honey ham. Do that. Except I'm not gonna tell you how to cook it because I cook it fucking excellent compared to other people, and I do that for my mama.
Get really got buddy. Go lobster tails.
Yeah, you kind of want to do lobster tails, smoking those. That'd be really good. If you really got some good money and you got a lot of people around, fucking steaks are the way to go. But depends on the size of your family.
True.
And remember, hot dogs for the kids because those kids are picky.
Exactly.
And if I'm invited, I'll pass on a steak. So
I still don't.
Of course you will. Okay, if Bubba's coming over, just cook asparagus on the fucking grill.
And Brussels sprouts.
Brussels
And
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Lima beans. Ugh. All right, you ready for we just had an email just come in. Hang on a minute.
I almost just bought cream spinach.
Doctor say,
oh, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Dr. Sage, I was
Yeah.
recently out at a drinking establishment and I picked up a lady who was on the rebound from a recent breakup with a man named P,
Ooh.
Pencil Tip, or Pencil Dick. Something like that. We ended up back at my place after a long night of talking and dancing. She was all on me like steak on shit. We ended up making love all night long, and I must say that shit was tight as hell. After the first 2 inches, it was like a virgin pussy. My question is, it's been a few weeks now, and she's getting attached and crazy. All I was wanting was a hookup. Now she's talking about getting married. How do I handle this situation without breaking her heart? I would also like to thank Pencil Tip for leaving that vagina in pristine condition. Thanks, Pencil Man. Signed, a listener. Oh?
Oh shit! Oh,
Well, Pencil Dick, we thought that your girl went totally lesbian, but apparently she's just bisexual, and now she's out there fucking around.
So we've got Pencil Dick right then. Then his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend writing in, and now the dude that she's screwing writing in. Who's next?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Pencil Dick, Pencil Head, is going to be writing in again here pretty quick because he is going to be pissed off that his ex is now getting dick down again and better than she was before.
Bye, Jen.
Bye, Jen.
Sounds like stretched out.
All right.
Stretched out. It sounds like she's still pretty good and toy like a toyga.
Sounds like she's getting stretched out.
Well, yeah, that could be.
Here, you want this is a weird email. What the fuck?
Are you proofreading the email?
I'm kind of proofreading it, yeah. We're just gonna skip this one because the grammar in this one is just fucking horrible, dude.
You can't speak bad grammar?
This is worse than how I speak.
We can figure it out.
All right, next question. Here we go. Dr. Sage, I'm looking for my father.
Can't help you.
Oh God, what do we get into in this one? I'm looking for my father. Perhaps you know him. He's very well built, a little balding, has a bit of a ponytail and a bit of a southern accent.
Skeletor's gotta go.
He also really, really enjoys wrestling, and I believe he contributes on this show quite a bit. Sage?
I don't have a southern accent.
Yeah, you really don't. You have more of just a
You think-
normal.
You think
Sage is
contribute
not balding.
No, Sage
I'm
is
not
contribute
balding.
to the
No.
show. Like
No,
maybe
I've got scars up here from
Yeah.
chair shots. Thank you, Wills.
it says contributing to the
And
show.
I got 3 lines from a fucking guitar.
Which
Hang on a
means
minute.
it
Let
should
me
be
finish the
talking
email. Let me
Yes.
finish the goddamn email. I don't know how on earth to explain. This is weird. He's on
keep
your
going.
show. He's on your show quite frequently. He's a big fan. But I'm wondering, I barely ever see him on. Do you know a Jerome Belladante?
I said, gotta go.
Signed Trevor Tello? Trevor Tello? What? Skelly?
Skelly,
It ain't none of us.
Trevor Tello.
Do you know this? Do you know this person?
Shit, I ain't here.
Shit, I ain't here. All right, Sage, you got time for one more question? What do you think?
I've got time for everything.
One more question, and we'll get out of here, all right? Dr.
Okay.
Sage. Dr. Sage, with the price of everything finally in decline, I believe that, quite frankly, there needs to be a conversation made about reparations. Reparations in the amount of
What the fuck?
reparations in the amount of cheese cubes Tyler ate. God damn it. Seriously, I didn't know he could put down that many cheese cubes. He ate enough cheese cubes until it came out of 5 cows. Yeah, thanks, Bobby DeWitt. Pop in his chat room, I'm ban you. All right. That's to Ask Dr. Sage. The doctor answers all your questions every Friday right here at AskDrSage@gmail.com. You can send them in, or you can ask him in the chat, apparently, because some people are just like, we're going to just ask in the chat from now on. So this has been Ask Dr. Sage.
Thank you for your questions.
I will eat as many cheese cubes as I want. Y'all bullshitting. Y'all bullshitting.
Hey, if I get the hotel, I'm keeping the wine and cheese snacks for evenings.
They said they were complimentary.
For guest, not ghost walk.
I thought I was a guest.
No.
Apparently, this is something my brother sent me. I guess earlier in the show, I'm looking here. Skeletor mentioned something about the Give Me the Power challenge. Where is it?
A while ago.
It was a while ago. Yeah, it was back.
Yeah, it was.
Here we go. Dim bitch is crazy. Probably started that Give Me the Power challenge. Well, apparently my brother who's watching, I don't know if they're gone, Skelly. New policy.
Well, they were in the email. They got to be on.
New policy. All visitors named Tyler will be searched for. Shut up. Well, my brother sent me this and said this is what Skeletor's talking about. So I guess this is it. Let me rewind it here.
Oh, I seen that. No.
Fuck no! Fuck no! I can't do that.
I've
That
seen
takes a
that.
special kind of somebody.
What the fuck makes you think I could do that?
I think it would be hilarious to see you do that.
I think you should try.
You
No,
should
I ain't
definitely try
trying.
that.
Come on.
Teach the children.
No, I ain't doing that. I've already got this month's fire sale planned.
Do we got a hint on that?
Not yet. It's gonna be. I'll probably announce it next week. Nobody can. I can't. How the fuck do you do that?
Tyler's gonna make you all.
You really got to open that throat up and just take it.
Lizzie, how do you do that?
I don't do that.
You look like you suck a cheese cube like that. Fuck you, Skeletor!
Oh, nice. Nice, Skelly. That's great.
Let's see. What's this you sent me, Jay?
Well, I sent you 2 videos.
You want me to bring these videos up?
Yep.
All right. Wait a minute. Let's see.
I figured he was quiet for a while. I figured he was.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Up to no good.
Oh!
What the hell?
Short fuse on a stick of dynamite.
You dumbass.
He about got it.
I don't
No
think he got it. I think he got it. Look at his hand as he run by.
He just.
Well, I don't
got
see any blood leaking.
No, but I also don't see a fucking hand.
Yeah, he just missed.
Wow.
Fuses, folks. In the case of fuses, length does matter.
Well, in the case of a lot of things, length matters.
I see what you did there.
It does matter.
I mean,
You don't
pencil
want to
dicks
going off
should know that.
prematurely.
Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. Let me rewind this.
He swipes at the ball in front of him. Doesn't hit his face. Oh, damn it. Oh, I fucking hit. Oh, damn. And then when he doesn't get the ball, no one's looking. Oh, okay.
What it? Oh my God, this man.
They swiped the ball. He was trying to get a foul call. Didn't get it. And then he was perfectly fine. Goat my ass. Bum.
No shit.
Fuck
Bitch.
bitch. Thank you. See? She
Bitch.
don't even like sports, LeBron. Look, and she calling you a bitch.
The B in LeBron stands for bitch. So
The B in LeBron stands for bitch.
Here it is.
I like that one. Well, guys, I got nothing else to talk about. What about you all?
Yeah, I got nothing.
no.
All right, let's hit that music. Let's get out of here then. Start our cold ass weekend off. I don't really want to do the cold
Everyone
weather.
staying safe with the
Yeah,
storms.
word.
Yep. All right, Lizzie, what you got? Give us your final thought.
Well, my final thought, Tyler, this is for you. Sage, I love you. I love everybody else besides Tyler. And I appreciate coming on the show and hanging out with you guys. You guys are the best.
Huh? Good to have you here. Even though I'm going to start looking for a reason to fire you at some point, but no. All right. Mr. Governor, Mr. Monopoly Man, what you got?
There are those who will go to bed and dream about a better life. Then there are those who will wake the fuck up early and go get that better life. Stop being a bitch and go get it. Make it happen. Don't wait for it and hope you get a handout. Because those fucking days don't exist. Or you can be a bitch, like a bum, and hope it does. Guess. Lazy asses. I'm coming for you, Pritzker. You fat ass.
Bubba, what you got?
Oh, jeez. What a show. What a show tonight. Got Lizzie on the whole show.
Hey.
Awesome.
I know, right?
And you know, the highlight of the show, Sage and everybody going off on Pencil Dick.
Not wrong.
Not wrong.
You're wrong at all.
I was so eagerly awaiting the Dr. Sage segment. Although I wasn't expecting it was him back. I thought he was done.
All right. Sage, all yours, brother.
I gotta say, that pencil neck, pencil, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself, the kid's got moxie. And he's dumb as fuck.
You know what?
No, dumbass.
You're right.
Dumbass.
He keeps coming back for more. And I'll give it to him. I mean, he keeps coming back for more and he keeps fucking swinging. But it's like he's shadow boxing because he's never going to hit this fucking target.
Yeah.
And he keeps getting knocked the fuck down. And then for his girl's new guy to send an email and knock him down even further was the icing on that fucking cake.
That was classic.
So, Pencil Dick, please fire back again because that dude just gave me more ammo to fire down and bury you again.
Right.
Thank you.
From the chat room, Jason says, Tyler, who has a hole in his pocket, feels cocky all day. How the fuck do I feel cocky? Also,
Hole in pocket.
Skeletor says, dim bitches from last night are fucking crazy, man. Send him to pencil neck. Dushman says, come suck.
Nina would roast him so hard.
Rachel says, come suck. Mo says Cardinals suck, and so do the Cubs.
Thank
And
you, Mo.
Skeletor, well, the Cubs, she's also saying the Cubs suck too. And Skeletor is also saying, don't answer this. Don't answer this. Don't answer it, Lizzie.
Jesus.
I think he's done that before, and I think he said something like that before, and it was like, no.
No.
All right, first and foremost, before we get out of here, a few things to shout out. Before we get out of here, Pinfall Wrestling is proudly presenting the 10th Toga Steve Memorial Tournament. That is April 12th. That is literally next Saturday. Toga Steve, a very well-known wrestler in the local area.
Yeah.
Missed and loved by all, and Pinfall Wrestling honors him by keeping his name and his tradition going by honoring him with a memorial tournament live for the A Street Gym at 1401 North A Street, Springfield, Illinois. I see Magnus is there. I see current Wrestling for a Cure heavyweight champion Sid Holland, and I see Yoder, and I see several more. So that is next Saturday. Next Saturday, Pinfall Wrestling is presenting the Toga Steve Memorial Tournament, their 10th Memorial Tournament. Also coming up, Wrestling for a Cure's first annual St. Jude's 4-person team golf scramble. I got to get myself a team going, so I want the show to represent in here. It's $125 per person, $500 per team. First shift starts at 8 a.m. and second shift starts at 1 p.m. You want to get your team or you want to get yourself in? Contact Steven Toberman or Aaron Durham today. That is Wrestling for a Cure's first annual St. Jude's 4-person golf team scramble, April 26th from Taylorville Lake Shore. Also coming up, we're getting close. Season 9 comes to an end Saturday, July 12th. You've got everything on the line for this one. You've got the heavyweight championship will be on the line. We don't know the opponent yet, but we will eventually. Cruiserweight title, tag team titles, and that huge Dusty Cameron Memorial Battle Royal, which our very own Sage Ramsey has been a champion of and went coast to coast on. That is Saturday, July 12th. Doors are opening at 5:30 at the Illinois Building, the State Fairgrounds, 801 East Segment Avenue, Springfield, Illinois. We'll be there. We'll be doing the pregame show and probably a postgame show. That is Wrestling for a Cure Season 9. It all comes to an end, and let me tell you something. It comes to an end with a big, spectacular show. Also, coming up very soon, the Illinois Perennial Independent Wrestling and the Knights of Columbus are presenting Summer Fights, a way to kick off summer, June 14th, from 1320 North Dye Street, Vernon, Illinois. Tickets are pre-sale $8, advanced right now $12. We'll have a card coming up very soon. It's Prairieland Independent Wrestling's Summer Fights, brought to you by the Knights of Columbus. All right. Well, that's it for us. Weird Frequencies probably this Sunday. We didn't have it last Sunday because my internet was out and Rob was working, but my internet's working fine, so hopefully we'll have it. Your next fire sale. Your next fire sale, I will announce next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, you will have the announcement of April's fire sale. So, in the meantime, on behalf of Tim Gibbons, April Binkley, and Jason Kluge, that's Dr. Sage. He secretly loves the Cardinals over there. That's Jason Wilhite. And that's Lizzie. We'll see you all Wednesday on the next edition of the Best Damn Podcast. Till then, here it is. Not one, but two moments of Zen.
Mr. Wood is a-hole here. You want to make sure that a-hole's nice and clean before you do it. You get it lined up, and once you get it in there, just gently tap. You don't want to ram it in there. You don't want to break this a-hole. It can be quite delicate. You know.
The a-hole.
And here is your second.
It was an a-hole.
Watch what he puts in the fire there. Watch.
Oh, you just put the lighter in there?
No, you didn't. You fucking idiot.
Okay, did you just put the lighter in the fire?
Sound God, you put it in. Seriously.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I should have. I didn't. I don't know. I did that.
Did you?
Oh, you fucking idiot.
You deserve every fucking burn.
I love how he's like, I didn't put a lighter in there. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Boom. All right, y'all. We'll see you next Wednesday. So long, everybody. Have a good weekend.
We outie.
That's how you lose your eyebrows.